Albatross again. The video earlier, I got a little emotional. These kind of topics make me upset and passionate, especially when it comes to, children. I mean, I don't know why, I feel like that should be a normal response. But anyways, I'm not going to get into that again. But as promised, I'm back to read some of these reviews on Riverside CPS in California, and it looks like some people have made some connections and have actually listened, and I see a couple comments on here about P. Diddy's case. I mean, which I guess is a step in the right direction, but like, can we focus less on P. Diddy, please, and start asking where these kids are, please? Anyway, so let's see. Where should I begin? Here we go. Let's start with, I'm so sorry if I pronounce some of these names wrong. This comment is by Firdaus Sam Sutton, and it was posted 2 months ago. I came across a video featuring a former foster child who was once under the care of Riverside County CPS. However, the organization is not what it seems. It is riddled with corruption and cannot be trusted. There are allegations that CPS was paid to allow children to attend parties hosted by Diddy, where they were subjected to sexual abuse and trafficking. This deeply concerning situation calls for an immediate audit through investigation into the practices of Riverside County CPS. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but like, the FBI and the feds are involved in it, so that's why nothing's happened. But I see what you're saying. This is why us people got to hold the government accountable. That was the whole point in the Constitution, for us to be able to own guns and to say what we want to say. That was like the whole point, because our forefathers knew how corrupt governments worked, because they've worked the same all through okay, let me get off the soapbox. But yeah, there's a reason we need free speech, things like that, to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. That's literally what the Constitution says. Anyways, like I said, I get worked up about this. This stuff is really making me angry. Okay. Oh my gosh, someone else. Did anyone contact FBI directly to investigate this place? Oh, guys, you're not listening to this girl, okay? You're not listening to this girl. The FBI is part. What do you think CPS is? It is a federal organization. Actually, I don't know if it's state or federal. But either way, if the federal government is corrupt, what makes you think the state government? California hasn't even filed charges on P. Diddy yet. I mean, so if the federal government is corrupt, California is definitely corrupt. They haven't even filed a single charge against him yet. So, I mean, come on, guys. Like, it is us, okay? We need to stop putting our faith in this government of ours, okay? Because they've been part of the problem. They've been feeding into the problem, okay? It is us people that are going to make changes, not them, okay? Not them. If they could have made a change, they would have by now. They know what's going on. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you mean well, but I'm going to skip that comment, because I know you mean well, but like, please pay attention to people when they're telling you this stuff. Okay. Barbie Smacks, 5 months ago. Alejandra Palma, please be aware of this caregiver. If she tends to not lose her job for what she has done to my child and what she's put me through, and if she still has her job, please know to ask for a different caregiver. You would not, let me open it up. You would not want your child to go through with what my child went through with this caregiver. She is very unprofessional. She doesn't know how to take care of a child. All she cares about is drinking and getting a paycheck ever since she's taken my child into her custody. She has left, oh my God, she's left marks and scratches all over my son's body. First visit I ever had, the supervisor, in his own words, said that he was extremely pissed and it was very unprofessional of her. And he called another social worker and take pictures of my son and said that was very unprofessional of her. She acted like she was on drugs. Her mouth would be wide open. She would never shut it. She had dark circles around her eyes. My son tend to have diaper rashes. Then I would ask her about it, and she acted clueless and dumbfounded to what I was calling her out and asking her about. And it's common sense. You're the caregiver, and I'm pretty sure you change my son's diaper probably like 20 to 50 times a day. You should realize that there's a diaper rash down there. So for that being said, she even admitted that she left one of the scratches on my son's leg. And I have long nails, and I had changed my son's diaper, and she said that he was moving his legs too much, and that she accidentally cut him with her. Wow. Now the thing is, she must have been putting a lot of force on my child, because I have long nails and I've never scratched my son. She always had excuses, and she was very unprofessional. She intended to flirt with my baby father, and it was giving him favoritism and asking if he could attend to doctor visits and stuff like that, leaving me out and not sending me pictures or updates about my son because I would call her out about. Why does he have scratches? Why does he have marks? And I was very concerned with the well-being of my child. That being said, I did my research and found out everything and the things that she was always looking for a man. And I don't know if this person originally speaks English because the way it's worded, it's a little confusing. Looking for a man, and that she posts that she drinks to clean her house, and she's drunk, she's an alcoholic, she's suicidal, she's very depressed, and it's just like, Lord, please help us. Like, I guess the agencies, whatever they're doing, they're just handing out certifications. And oh my gosh, this is the social worker? And qualifying anyone to be a caregiver, because it just doesn't make sense to me how you could take a child out of my care and he never had any marks or anything, and it was just because of the domestic violence dispute that had no substantial evidence or anything, saying I hit the father upside his head with a bag of shoes 5 times and then I'm sorry, I'm not laughing, that's not funny, it was just the way that she worded it. Or anything saying I hit the father upside his head with a bag of shoes 5 times and took my child, and then they put into a person's care that is just out of this world. He would never think they would because of how she acts and how unprofessional she is, but all she cares about is paycheck. She doesn't care about your child, and she put your child through a lot of stress. My child tended to get very sick, and the first time ever getting sick is being in her care. So they had a virus, upper respiratory, and then a common flu symptoms, and then he had a cold. They weren't listening to me because I'm allergic to cats, and I found out that she has cats in a home. But since he's under 6 months old, they couldn't do a test on him to perform an allergy test. So with that being said, there was a lot of things that happened in her home, and I would hate for anyone to ever go through that. If you do get assigned to her, I would ask her social worker to get you a new caregiver, because she's very unprofessional and she doesn't meet the qualifications of being a caregiver, and she seems like she's on drugs. Please stay safe out there. Also, she went in a violation of HIPAA laws and privacy violations by posting my child in our situation all over social media. Oh my God. Using him as a con for her likes and her viral moments on social media such as TikTok. So please don't be abused by her foolishness. This is so sad because, my next video, I was going through a couple lawsuits on this place. And it's just like some of the reasons they have for taking these kids away. It's unbelievable. And like they're literally putting in court documents how they gaslight these people. It's insane. It's insane. So I believe what this woman is saying. I believe what she's saying, but like isn't that the way it's set up though? It's set up for us all to trust the government so much that if we see a family and a child that to our appearance doesn't look like they're being taken care of, as a good citizen, we're supposed to call CPS. Because, they care. They're our government. They care about our children, They're the government. It's their job to care. But it's that is the trick. They're playing on you. They are literally convincing you that they care more about your children than you do, that they have your children's best interests and you don't. And yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's just wild. It's just wild. And then you'll see all these stories about kids who truly are in horrible positions and they don't do nothing. It's like, I'd like to know a little bit more about these families they target. Because it seems like certain families they target to take kids, and certain families they just flat out ignore. So, it's interesting. I am very curious to know. Okay. Alright, let me read one more, and then I need to get off of here. Mary Marsuli Perez, a month ago, places like these need to be heavily supervised or completely rebuilt. Fire everyone and investigate. What happens to these children is heartbreaking, and that goes for all child protective services. That is true. That is true. If you look at these reviews, this one's an exception, because there are truly, no good reviews on this place. None that I can find. And, the 5-star ones have no comments on them. So, in most CPSs, you'll see that a lot, but you'll still see some good comments. Some, but, this place literally has 0 good comments. These people are literally accusing this place of kidnapping their children. Anyways, thanks for listening. I gotta go. My name's Albatross. Stay safe. Have a good night.